welcome to the Adam Friedland Show, the premium retro style podcast.
We're dropping retro style.
We're dropping retro style.
We're dropping retro. That was implied. That was never supposed to be the name of the podcast.
Okay, so welcome to the Adam Friedland Show,
Premium podcast.
premium podcast. I'm your host, Adam Friedland.
The Adam Friedland Show podcast.
It's important we get this right because there's been a lot of misinformation in the media.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to address the misinformation?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather just reach out to them directly. But there's been all of this hullabaloo about some things Adam said on an episode.
I wasn't the one who said it, but they were said on the podcast.
Said on the Adam Friedland Retro Show Style podcast.
The Adam Friedland Retro Show Style podcast. Which is not to be confused with
the Adam Friedland Show.
The Adam Friedland Show.
Nor should it be confused with the premium Adam Friedland Retro Style podcast, now
known
as the Adam Friedland Show Podcast Premium.
Henceforth known as the Adam Friedland Show Podcast.
Hence, but actively is the nature of living media, whence.
Retroactively, all should be treated as
both whence, hence, and therein.
And thence.
Shall be referred to as the Adam Friedland Show Podcast.
And that's important because a lot of misinformation in the media these days, a lot of people said that certain things are said on the Adam Friedland Show. The Adam Friedland Show is a talk show.
Look, BuzzFeed News.
Okay, let's get into it, okay?
BuzzFeed News, they wrote an article, and the title of the article is, let's see.
Let's hear it.
I'm pulling it up now. Sorry, I should have had this ready to go.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean,
okay, so BuzzFeed posted an article today that says Taylor Swift has been branded another complicit white woman after Maddie Healy admitted to masturbating to hardcore pornography that degrades and humiliates black women just 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Just 3 months ago. And that was said on a different program.
That's on, it's not, well, it was this program.
It was
we'll
this
be clear that it's this program, but the article gets it wrong, and it states that his appearance on the Adam Friedland Show also courted controversy, which is not true.
It's not true. He wasn't on the Adam Friedland
Show. He was on the Adam Friedland Show, but he appeared during an interview in which you showed him Michael.
Yes,
that was
the extent of his appearance on the Adam Friedland Show.
He also appeared on the Adam Friedland Retro Style Podcast.
Yeah.
Which is now known as the Adam Friedland Show Podcast.
Correct.
And
then this is the Adam Friedland Show Podcast Premium.
Premium, yes.
Podcast. Premium podcast.
And I mean, look, this is obviously a heavy topic. You know, you got this whole thing goes on about black women being raped and murdered into sex slavery. And that's a heavy topic.
That is one of the heaviest topics I can think of.
And if you're going to cover something like that, I mean, it's kind of on you to do your due diligence as a journalist to make sure you get the basic facts right.
That's correct.
He didn't appear on the ad. Let's say I'm an unbiased reader, right?
Correct.
I don't know who Taylor Swift is. I don't know who Maddie Healy is.
Yeah, you're learning all this for the first time.
Personally, I'm on the fence about ghetto gaggers, right? Is it good or bad? Who knows?
Yeah.
And I read this article that says that it's sex slavery, that it's abusive sex slavery, and the women are...
I've never watched it personally.
I had no idea what it was until you guys brought it up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he was the one who brought...
It is brutal. It says in here that it's brutal abuse pornography.
My word.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say you're just casually reading BuzzFeed and you say, oh, I think I've heard about ghetto gaggers. Is it good or bad? And this article paints a pretty damning picture.
Sounds pretty bad to me.
Sounds pretty bad. But then I read this, that he said all this on the Adam Friedland Show, and I go to YouTube and I see Ernie Hudson. I see Chris Cuomo.
You will be seeing Chris
You will
Cuomo.
be seeing, and I see Adam doing jokes about Disney World.
Right.
And I'd say, well, where's these
When
things?
asked for comment, Mickey and Goofy could not be reached. You know, like jokes like that.
Right. And if you don't see that, then you would say, oh, well, I guess they're lying. What else are they lying about?
And it degrades the issue, the very serious issue of
ghetto gaggers. Which, by the way, I mean, I know this isn't how journalism works, but for credit where credit's due, we brought it up. They wouldn't be reporting on this atrocious website if we had not highlighted.
Had had Matty Healy not brought it up himself
On the Adam Friedland show.
on the Adam Friedland
podcast.
show, which was
The Adam Friedland Show podcast.
which was then known as the Adam Friedland Show Retro Style Podcast.
Which at the time it wasn't even known as that. It was just, I think it was called Cumtown at that point.
Maybe, we don't even know, but they're reporting that it's on the Adam Friedland
But
Show.
henceforth and whence is
and whenceforth.
the most important part.
Because the distinction is important, because the Adam Friedland Show itself is a talk show that does not cover such gruesome, hairy, and downright disgusting content. It's for the family. It's an attempt for Nick and I to cross over into the mainstream. And every attempt we've made, there have been these roadblocks that have been set up.
Disney is a company.
Correct. Disney is a company.
Disney made The Little Mermaid. Disney also made The Human Centipede.
Correct.
You wouldn't watch The Human Centipede and be like, oh, you wouldn't believe what I saw in Cinderella.
Right. Exactly.
You wouldn't believe the scene in Cinderella where a Japanese guy shits into the mouth of a white woman.
And I'd say, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
I've never seen that on Cinderella.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's all Disney, isn't it?
It's all Disney. No, wrong.
Different media entities.
Right. Different verticals. I think they call them verticals.
Yeah.
So again, folks, let's be clear about what the Adam Friedland Show Retro Style Podcast
All
is.
three men on the podcast laughed at the anecdote, with Nick admitting that when he first heard the story, the only part that bothered him was the fact that Matty had airplayed the porn from his phone to his TV. That is weird.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
It is bizarre to watch porn at 77 inches on an OLED. Yes, that is bizarre. And you kept him honest for that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, this story.
I just feel like
keeps
that's,
coming.
I already did the journalism. I already broke the story.
Yeah.
You can't repeat the story that I broke and then be like, wow, can you believe that?
You know what it reminds me of? The Human Centipede.
Well, yeah.
You
kinda.
ate the shit,
I was going to say The Insider.
or the Insider.
I'm sort of like,
Michael Mann. Yeah.
I'm who does he play in that movie? John Nash? I'm sort of John Nash.
I don't think that's
the scientist who discovers that cigarettes are bad.
No, I don't think it was
And
different.
BuzzFeed is Lowell Bergman.
I think this is a Human Centipede where he defecated
He's not
in
even
your
Lowell
mouth.
Bergman. He's the other guy, the Mr. Bookman from Seinfeld.
Perhaps.
That character.
Perhaps.
I'm John Nash.
This
BuzzFeed
rocker.
is- BuzzFeed is Mr. Bookman.
Mr. Lowell
Bergman is Al Pacino's character.
Oh, okay.
He's a good
He's
guy.
the Berkeley
He's the one who's like,
investigator.
what do you mean you're not going to run this story?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, I put my fucking reputation on the line. Yeah, whatever. I'm not very good. Listen, okay? But much like a Human Centipede, we had this radical punk rocker.
Who's ready for the news?
He defecated in Nick's mouth. Nick defecated it into the world. It was the poo-poo went into various Twitter stan accounts' mouths, and then was sprayed into the mouth of BuzzFeed News and all these other publications that are now getting fourth, fifth, sixth hand accounts of the story that we kind of broke.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And we just, it's disrespectful to our fucking show.
And we work our fucking asses off, you know? And it's the end of the day right now. I'm fucking exhausted.
What, I'm supposed to go to war with British tabloids?
We can't win.
We can't win.
We can't win.
What do you want? An apology? For what? For what? I'm asking them, dude, what do you want?
For what?
For what?
For what?
A Medium article describing ghetto gaggers as white men humiliating and sexually dominating black women, physical violence coupled with jokes about poverty, welfare, slavery, putting nooses on women. How would you know that? You know what I mean?
You gotta watch the
Like if
porn.
you're somebody that heard that anecdote, you're like, I can't believe he watches that website. It's not like, if you know what that website is because you were looking at it.
It also probably wasn't from the website. It was probably from X videos or something.
I've never heard of that website in my life.
I hadn't heard. I thought it was funny because of the alliteration.
Yeah.
The GG.
I thought it was a name you made up to.
I don't even know if he was actually watching that porn. I think he was just kind of using that name. But
Yeah.
You know, it's out of our hands now. It's a story that we felt comfortable printing.
Yeah.
We put our fucking journalistic integrity and our good names on the line, and now now our names are being tarnished, and they're confusing the Adam Friedland Show with the Adam Friedland Show podcast premium, which was previously known as the Adam Friedland Show Retros.
This is funny.
Premium retro style podcast.
On the BuzzFeed article, the texts on Ghetto Gaggers and other websites describe how they trick 18-year-olds and other young women who mostly have never been in a porn film and clearly have been manipulated in some way and totally unprepared for what they are about to face. The article adds on the issue of consent. And then a stock photo of a camera.
It's good. It's good art.
Yeah, and then we'll just get a guy.
It's nice imagining
a guy doing landscape.
Al Pacino being like, "We need that."
Now I want you to cut to the camera. We gotta see it. We gotta see it.
So, I mean, this thing just doesn't quit. You know, it doesn't quit. Nick, they overturned Roe v. Wade in this country.
This is
2-day news cycle. This thing has been 4 months.
There should be alt text on all of the stock images in these stories that show you what they searched for to get those. And you write that.
That's a lady looking out of a
It would be
window.
surprising if many of the women in these films were not homeless or in precarious living situations to resort to such brutality to earn money. And then Getty Images, show me sad black lady. And
sitting on a bed.
And then putting that into the article.
I didn't even know.
That seems exploitative to me.
I didn't even know what that website was. But here's the thing: is like, is it? I mean, I'm not even gonna get into it.
No, get into it.
I mean, is it like it's pornography, right? It's like not. It's like make believe, right? Those people aren't actually, real estate agents that
I don't know. It seems like that's like a thing where you get into a rock and a hard place.
I think that's maybe a little bit of a rock.
Pro-con sex worker stuff. I don't
want to touch it. We don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But here's the thing: is like if it is like how much does this house cost? Oh, well, maybe we could work something out, and if we're you to have a 9-inch penis, maybe you could get this house for less.
What happened to the website where the guy's cock is in the slice of pizza?
What? Where is he these days?
Yeah.
That's what it used to be nice. Porn used to be nice.
That's what it was when
big sausage pizza.
Yes, big sausage pizza.
And I'm pretty sure that guy was not actually working for Domino's or Papa John's. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he was on the job. Maybe
I'll tell you, that'd be better than anything on Domino's fucking menu now.
Yeah, that's true. I'd rather have a man's penis.
What the hell is Domino's doing?
I have no idea.
They're like,
you're breaking another story right now.
You remember they had that ad campaign they had where it was like, look, the pizza's shitty. We hear you loud and clear. Do you remember that? It was like 15 years ago.
No.
They're like, we heard you. The pizza fucking sucks. So we decided to start all over from scratch. And they didn't. It's the same restaurant. Then they added pasta. Remember that? They added pasta and they had a commercial.
They had a commercial where they were in a fancy restaurant.
Yeah. I want everyone to know the food has been delivered by Domino's.
And they're like, yeah. It was like Oprah giving away a car or something.
Yeah.
That would be cool, though.
Those are the real ghetto gaggers, is the people tricked into eating Domino's at a restaurant they think is fancy.
Yeah. Well, they'll be ghetto gagging over the toilet later that night.
Yeah. I'm going to take you to somewhere real fancy tonight. I've been saving up all year at my job at the light bulb factory, earning 12 cents a day to take my girl out to the brand new fancy restaurant in Midtown. Turns out
it's called
Big Sausage Pizza. The guy's just like blowing some guy at the table. Well, it's Domino's made the food tonight. What? This is Domino's?
This guy's cock is Domino's.
This is Domino's pizza? But I thought the ingredients were shitty.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a world we live in.
Yeah.
I don't even know where
The best was 30 minutes or it's free.
Yeah.
That was the funniest thing, because that was probably one of They had to cancel that ad campaign like almost immediately because drivers were dying. You know, that was like, it was like, yeah, or you don't
Their
get
insurance
because you wouldn't
policy?
get tipped.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's a fucking already one of the shittiest jobs you can have is be a pizza delivery man.
Right.
People already treat you like fucking garbage.
Yeah.
And then they basically had an ad campaign that entitled the customer to stiff the delivery drivers who get nothing, man.
Yeah. Basically, their corporate bottom line doesn't take a hit whatsoever.
None. Yeah.
The only people that suffer
Are the drivers.
the drivers who are making less than minimum
But
wage.
that had like lasting damage. I can't remember when that ad campaign was,
Yeah.
but it was like probably in the early 90s. And then it just persisted where you would get people that thought, well, the pizza has to be here in 30 minutes, right? Isn't that the law?
Yeah, that was an ad 25 years ago.
They thought it was like you would get people that thought.
I thought Congress has spoken.
Right, yeah, that it was a legal rule that if the pizza's not there in 30 minutes.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, we want to clarify the naming conventions. It's important for us to do that.
The talk show is called The Adam Friedland Show.
Yes, and a new episode of the talk show will be out this week.
Mm-hmm.
We think.
Yeah. I mean, we could potentially tonight, but
Potentially.
yeah. I mean, you got to go, right?
I have to go.
Yeah.
But you can stick around with Adam and get that cocksucker out.
Yeah. I was going to go shoot hoops.
You don't play basketball.
Well, if the options are do work or play basketball. I guess it's time to dish the rock, old boy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I would love to see you playing basketball. I feel like you'd suck. I feel like I'd get a real psychological edge on you that would never be healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not particularly athletic.
Do you dribble with both hands?
No, I know how to dribble a basketball.
You know, go between your legs?
But in the way like a child would.
Yeah.
But I can't do it.
Flat palm.
Right, yeah, I might have to go
Yeah, you have
real
to do
wide.
And then you kick the ball. You say basketball is gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Nick's style.
Ooh,
What's wrong?
my knee hurts. My knee hurts thinking about doing anything athletic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So we got this writer strike still raging.
Yeah. Like a fucking hard on.
Mm-hmm.
The signs are cute though.
Yeah.
Really good signs. I can't get enough of these writer strike signs.
They're so good.
Yeah.
It's about the royalties.
No, not the royal teas.
Teas.
And then it's a picture. It's a deep fake of Meghan Markle, like kind of hiding her pussy behind one of those Asian fans. That was my favorite. That was my favorite WGA sign. just at the strike with that.
Just a guy with an awful pudding body and an open hoodie.
It's about the royalties.
Just a deep fake.
Not the royalties. Just her. Ooh, just hiding it, just barely fluttering it above her pussy. Yeah.
Yeah. What a tease.
Mm-hmm.
What a tease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I saw was joining in the writer's strike the goddamn graffiti artists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love what they call guys that are like bad at graffiti. They call them toys.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Like they're like.
Y'all a bunch of toys. They say that. If you're bad at graffiti.
They
that's
call
the
it
insult.
writing.
They call it writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you write?
Do you write?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, if you're,
They need to unionize those folks.
What I recall, I remember trolling a Yahoo Answers.
They call them toys.
Yeah, sub forum or whatever. However, Yahoo Answers work.
Like they're gonna, they
They
I'm
had one
gonna
on
play with
graffiti.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with you,
I don't
playboy.
play with no toys.
I don't play with no toys.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy,
I'm
man.
a big boy. I ride a trike. I ride a bicycle. I don't need no training wheels.
I don't play with no toys.
Yeah, there's a tag I've seen in New York in a couple of places that just is AIDS.
Oh yeah,
Real
I've
big.
seen that.
That one's pretty funny.
That guy's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AIDS.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would your name be? Graffiti name?
Somebody just
Rat Brain?
No, it's promote the show somehow.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Rat Brain from Battlefield Earth.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I've just been laughing about John Travolta calling people Rat Brain for the last week after rewatching that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a problem with that, Rat Brain?
Cock boy.
Just saying that over and over again. You know, he lost he personally spent millions of dollars on that movie.
Well, it's his religion, you know?
Yeah.
But if you got
Most people wouldn't do that for the religion, even if it's a real religion.
Yeah, it's true.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people are Christian. You don't see them going to make.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
The Jews don't even do that. They own Hollywood.
Mel Gibson did it.
Yeah, maybe one or two of them.
Yeah.
But it's not like, you know.
Well, they made Moses with Charlton Heston.
Yeah, okay. So like
Pretty
I said,
good.
One or two movies.
Yeah, not a lot.
Right.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Certainly, it wasn't enough for Xenu
There's
to
not
get
a
a movie.
3-hour epic called Bar Mitzvah on 70 millimeter. The story of the first Bar Mitzvah.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, but where are we going to find a 47-year-old man that's a DJ
Uh-huh.
that plays grind music? Plays grinding music.
They used to play that song, I put my hand up on your hip.
When I dip,
Dip, you dip, we dip. Yeah.
Shoop the whoop.
Yeah. A lot of tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So we're doing the podcast late again today.
Late again today. A lot of stuff.
A lot of
around the
drama.
studio, a lot of drama we can't really get into.
A lot of drama. Oh, also, please come out. Oh, I also need
Shit.
to say this.
Fuck.
Hold on. I need to say this too. Where am I? Here. If you came out to Pittsburgh this weekend, or if you bought tickets to the Pittsburgh shows, thank you everyone that came out Friday. Saturday, I went to lunch with Colum. Then I'm walking past by the club, and the manager just comes out, and he's on the phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. The hot water heater exploded, so the shows are canceled." Yeah, go on. You know, and I was like, it's like what? And so I guess if you had tickets to Saturday, they should refund you, and I guess we'll have to reschedule for some time in the future. But yeah, force majeure they call that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's still plenty of tickets available to the Charleston Coliseum, I think it is. It's that big show with me, Shane, Big J. And that should be a lot of fun because Saturday was canceled, and so I went over to Shane's. Shane was in Philly at the same time.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So I went over to he was doing the Benedum Theater or something.
Oh, the Benedum?
Yeah, very beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I always got the impression that, theater shows are naturally, they're not like intimate,
Mm-hmm.
but it's such a beautiful space. Yeah, it was nice.
Also, this weekend, the 18th to the 20th of May, I am in San Jose, California.
Mm-hmm.
Please come.
Very funny that there was a saint named Jose.
Yeah. Well, it's Joseph.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the same guy.
It's Jesus' dad, Jose.
Oh,
He's like, Maria, what are you doing?
I thought there was one that was just named Jose.
Maria, why
Yeah.
you pregnant? You never give me no pussy.
Wait, Joseph is a saint?
Yeah, he was a saint for letting his wife run around town like that,
Well, I mean, did he do anything? He was just a guy that happened to be, that's like a Hunter Biden situation.
No, listen, he was the one, he showed up in that boy life. Where the hell was God at?
Yeah.
Joseph was putting in the work.
But doesn't it go like it's like, oh, this bitch is pregnant, and then you don't hear anything about Jesus until he's 33?
I think that's how it is.
So-
I haven't looked into it, but I think that's how it is.
There's no evidence Joseph did anything.
I think Jesus was like, he was the one who showed up.
Did you see the story about the Vatican is investigating whether a miracle happened in like New Hampshire or something?
What happened?
They didn't have enough of what do you call it, like the Eucharist crackers?
The wafers.
Yeah, the wafers.
The body of Christ.
They checked and they didn't have any crackers. And then somebody went back and checked again and there was more crackers. And
That's a Hanukkah vibe.
that goes all the way up to the top level. The Vatican has to investigate now whether there was a miracle.
They're going
It's
to
like
send an exorcist.
the plot to a Wallace and Gromit movie.
Yeah, it's a baby. It's a
Yeah.
baby idea.
Right.
Oh, guys, okay. And then I will be in Austin and Irvine, June 1st through 3rd and 8th through 10th. Austin and Irvine, California. Go to adamfriedland.com/tour for tickets.
I also, the
And it's
Wilbur,
important you all get tickets to that shit.
the Wilbur in September, we've added a second show now. So I'll be at the Wilbur. And potentially, maybe I'll see, I know it'll be more expensive, but I gotta, everybody has to like just do a special now.
Yeah.
And I guess I have to, because I'm being pressured.
I have to too.
Everybody's being pressured to do specials, even though I don't think what I would put out would be something I'd be happy with. But
Well, you wouldn't be happy with anything.
there's a lot of stuff.
Any other special.
Look, there's a lot. You know what the problem is?
You're one of the finest comedians I've
I
ever seen.
spent a lot of my life being good at video games.
Yeah.
And when I do it, I do everything.
And then you watch a speedrun guy.
I do everything. No, it's not that I watch a speedrun guy. Fuck the speedrun guys. I do everything.
Uh-huh.
I collect all the things. I make all the clothes.
Oh, you do all the
I
side
pick
quests.
all the meat off
Yeah.
that bone.
Yeah.
And with something like a creative endeavor, there's no finality to it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it'll necessarily always lead to a deep level of dissatisfaction. Because I can do a special. It could be like as good as I could possibly be, an hour of it. And I'd be like, yeah, but I didn't max out my beard.
Yeah,
I didn't make all the clothes.
I don't think you're going to be happy with anything.
I didn't collect all of the...
I think that's part of the creative process is you put something out and you're not satisfied
I
and
didn't
you keep
collect
going.
all of the items.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying that that's kind of just never going to happen ever when it comes to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get married, you're like, oh, I thought it was going to be the most romantic, beautiful time of my life. But
But
sometimes,
it's the fattest woman in the world.
sometimes she's the fattest woman in the world.
The absolute fattest.
But you know what?
You have to get married on her back. They build a little gazebo on her back, and they just do it there. She's like, "What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on back there?"
And you kiss her.
Yeah.
You kiss her back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a little priest on there too.
And then
with you.
everybody rides her to Maui
Yeah.
for a vacation.
For your honeymoon.
Well, everybody comes with.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What? What's wrong?
Just got another Google alert about this freaking Taylor Swift thing.
They're messing up the name of the show again?
They messed up the name of the show, and I'm the biggest fucking. You've never met a bigger Taylor Swift fan. than me.
Yeah. It's also, I mean,
You know that my thing. That's my thing.
The whole thing just smacks of anti-Semitism.
I mean, it is exhausting.
You look at these lists of things that they have a problem with. They say, here's the worst things Maddie's done. He's done a Nazi salute. He's masturbated on stage. He owns a website where black women are raped, I guess is the latest
I don't
thing.
think that's what they
And
said.
now, and then what's the fourth one on the list? He
Friends
went on
with
a
a
Jewish
Jewish guy.
person's podcast.
As if that's the same.
He went on a yeah. That's the argument that they want to go with, is that he did a Jewish podcast.
It's just in 2023.
A Jewish podcast,
That I'm still dealing
And
with
then
this.
in that, they're going to slander a Jewish talk show. They're going to try and get it all.
They're going to try to claim that the Jewish talk show is the Jewish retro style podcast.
Yeah.
It's just,
Mm-hmm.
it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's absurd, and it's just.
Well, they got a problem with that.
I hate to use
I think
this
it's an
term, but
English
it's fake news.
I think it's
In this era of fake news and misinformation, and I think there's Russia. I think there's Russia.
It's Russia, but it's also a British thing. It's British.
It's British and Russian.
It's British Russia.
It is.
Yeah.
It's Russian. It's Russian.
It's it's like Brexit, but Russia,
It's Russian.
which that was a country.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that. And you know what it became? Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm. Russia.
Russia, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they were doing, you know.
It all comes full circle.
Let me tell you something. First, they came for the gypsies.
And you know what you say full circle? You know what the word for circle is in?
Keikel.
Yep.
In Yiddish, the word for circle is keikel.
Yeah. So
And it's right there in the name.
it raises a lot of eyebrows, this Taylor Swift stuff.
You know what? Like, and I'll go to my camera. I'm not going to stop being Jewish. No matter what Swifties or 70s or whatever the fan stands, whatever. I won't stop.
You can't stop them.
You can't stop me.
You can't stop them, despite what these
Anti-Semites.
anti-Semites. Yeah, there's no other way to put it. I mean, I was going to try and not be so extreme, but
That's the only way of they're saying the quiet part
quiet part out loud.
out loud. They are.
They done told on themselves.
They done told on themselves, but they ain't ready to have that
They're
conversation.
not ready to have the conversation, but they have done told on themselves.
They done told on themselves, but yes. And you know what? Maybe they need to sit their white asses down
And mind their own black bit.
and listen.
Mind my black. Adam's over here.
I don't think that's. I'm minding my black.
Adam's minding his own black business.
Black owned.
Minding my own black owned business.
Black owned business.
And they're doing what? Swifting.
And what's that?
I don't know. It should be synonymous with doing anti-Semitism. You see someone doing something anti-Semitic, you could say, it looks like we got a couple of Swifters here.
Mm-hmm. You know who the first Swifter was?
Heinrich Himmler.
No, Rommel, the Desert Fox.
Oh, okay. But he wasn't really a Hitler guy.
He wasn't a Hitler guy, but the Hitler guys have kind of changed the meaning of it. But he wasn't a big Hitler guy, but he swiftly moved across North Africa.
Wow, okay.
So that's kind of where it comes from.
He retreated.
He was retreating swiftly.
Yeah.
So then the Hitler guys are like, oh, it's like the K word, N word. They were like, we're going to reclaim.
What about the KN word?
Like nuck?
Like night.
Night.
Yeah.
Come on, you can't be saying that.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not a bad word.
Knife.
So the Nazis were like, we're going to reclaim swifting.
Knife. Knockers.
Knockers.
There's not a lot of KN words.
I love knockers.
That's always a fun one in Scrabble, when you get the KN.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? These racist Taylor Swift fans?
Well, it's not their fans, but it's just everyone in general in society.
Yeah.
Stan culture. You know, the Germans, the Italians, the Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, you know, if you don't learn from history, then it's
then
gonna.
you're not minding your own black.
Then you're not minding
your own black business.
That's what they say.
If you don't learn from her story,
if you're in learn from
you're
her,
destined to live his story.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Sojourner Truth.
Winston Churchill.
Oh.
Sir Winston Churchill.
Sojourner.
Sir Winston. Sir Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it was Neville Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm. That guy. He's never going to be a great guy with a name like that.
Yeah, he's sort of
Neville.
The Joe Biden to Churchill's.
No, Neville was more like a...
Was he?
Neville.
I don't really know anything about him.
I know that he was like, he was like, you know, he was like, oh, maybe we're cool with the Nazis, you know? Maybe they're not all bad.
I thought it was more of like a, look, none of my...
It's my dumb...
Yeah.
I'm just over here minding my own...
British business.
My own British owned business. What have we been saying? We've been saying, oh, that's good. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what happens. You do the podcast at night, you're getting welcome to the brain damage zone.
My head hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got a canker sore under my tongue.
I like the royalties.
I forgot what that even was.
It's Meghan Markle's with a fan over her pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, so the writer's strike. That's fucking...
You know why? The Maddie stuff is probably happening because they can't get new writers.
Yeah.
Make new shows.
Yeah.
They need to go play the hits, the Maddie stuff.
Yeah.
Just every day. Let's get a new Maddie thing because we don't have another Good Place or,
No.
you know.
It's crazy they're still reporting on this thing.
It's crazy.
It happened 4.5 years ago.
literally during the Obama administration.
Is when we record that podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It couldn't be older.
Right. What is Obama even doing now?
He is Netflix.
He owns Netflix?
He owns Netflix.
So he's not paying the writers.
He's against the writers.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
guess I don't even really think about it that way.
Yeah.
You see this dumb take? Because people are like, if guys, listen up. Time for one of these fucking multi-tweet threads that is just filled with wild, first of all, incorrect information, and then drawing conclusions from that that's just absolute bullshit.
I love that.
Yeah, no, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Is that the first writer's strike led to the rise of Donald Trump?
How?
Because scripted stuff went off television, reality TV becomes big, The Apprentice, then you get Donald
Vis-a-vis.
Trump. Yeah.
You know what it really
It takes
was?
2 seconds to just check that timeline to see that that's not true.
You know what it really is? My friend Sawyer, who works for Andy, Binging with Babish, his theory is that he's a big Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah.
Donald Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The NFL blocked the sale to Donald Trump. Were it not for that, he wouldn't have been the president of the United States.
He would have owned the Buffalo Bills.
He would have just owned the Buffalo Bills.
You think he's going to be president again?
I don't know. I mean, if this writer strike keeps going on, they're going to need more Trump,
Yeah.
you know?
It would be pretty funny.
It would be really funny.
And people say, oh, but that's dangerous because it could lead to fascism. It's like I didn't live in, what was Germany before World War II?
Russia.
The Weimar Republic. It was just a country based on the fucking Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I imagine. Every time I've heard Weimar Republic, I just imagine that truck driving around town. And some morbidly obese German guy being like, free chocolates for everyone.
I'm the government.
Everyone gets chocolate. They destroyed the economy. Everyone gets as much chocolate as they want.
Yeah, and then they get really pissed off.
Right, yeah.
They're like, someone needs to pay.
Someone spent all of the money.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's just say it was
the Jews.
because we want to
It was
keep
that
the
chocolate guy.
You're not going to get anyone mad at the chocolate man.
It's the chocolate man driving that goddamn truck.
Right. And if you lived through, 15 years of that, you'd be like, let's give this fucking psycho racist a shot. Yeah. Why not?
Listen, we tried. We tried making the president a car. Okay.
A special hot dog car.
We tried that. We gave it a shot.
Yeah.
We're broke now.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Giant world war.
Racist artist. Racist artist with mutilated genitalia. That's on Adderall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think? It's gonna be weird to see the guaranteed political career of this guy that killed that guy on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. He raised $2 million.
For killing a guy?
Yeah. You got to be dumb now to not just go try to pick fights with homeless people.
In this economy.
If every New Yorker should see that and go out and just shove him a little bit. Just start shoving him. And the second they start screaming.
That's what society is rewarding these days.
It's literally.
It's
you just start a GoFundMe?
The other guy, Jordan.
Just get a tattoo of the American flag on your forehead and then do a selfie video of you beating up a homeless guy.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you could get at least $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good business.
The other guy, the guy that died, he's gotten like 180,000.
I know.
And he's dead.
And he's dead, yeah.
And then the killing guy got 2 million.
2 million.
What world?
I don't know.
Yeah.
If me, honestly, what I would do, if I were Goldman Sachs, I'd buy all the homeless people. And then I'd kill all of them. And then just get the payout.
Just do
How much
GoFundMe.
How much could they cost? I saw something reported. They said there's 50 homeless people in New York.
That many?
The top 50 homeless people. Did you see this?
No, that was a ranking.
Yeah. What is that? Like,
There's more than 50.
Who chooses that? RuPaul?
I think it's the.
She's like, you're cooking.
Yeah, she's like, they're serving.
You're serving.
Oh my God, work.
Yeah. They're like, what is that smell? And he's like, I don't know. They're like, I love that.
Yeah.
You're runner-up tonight.
You're runner-up on RuPaul's.
Yeah. Goldman Sachs, I'd buy at that top 50 right now.
It's crazy. What's that? He gets to keep that money?
Huh?
Maybe the Jordan's family will countersue, and then they'll get that in a civil suit.
Yeah. Oh, that's the move. Okay, so what you need to do, here, I'm Goldman Sachs.
Okay.
I pick an employee.
Goldman, you got to be one step ahead.
Right. You start a diversity hire program, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hire a bunch of minorities and you say, we're going to teach you everything. Meanwhile, you're working in conjunction with the CIA to secretly dose them with LSD and give them just ravaging schizophrenia. Then you put them out on the street, and then you have another employee that's a trained killer that works for the government.
Mm-hmm. A white guy.
Then he kills all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
make it look racially motivated.
Yes. Then you're hedging. So you can collect both of the GoFundMes and then sue back for the other one, bring in more money for the victims, and you take that money, and then you get the money you get both campaigns' monies, but a second round of fundraising for the resultant civil suit as well.
Mm-hmm. Because they're going to be like, hey, he needs to pay his lawyers because he's in the fight of his life.
Right.
After the fight that took the other guy's life.
Yeah, instead of investing in fucking AI, that should be the next earnings call. Look, I know there's a lot of CEOs that listen to this show. If you're at AMD, you're at fucking NVIDIA, next earnings call, you say, we've enslaved a bunch of homeless people that we're going to hire mercenaries to murder. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to con the American public into donating a bunch of money that we're going to secretly pocket.
Right.
And we're working with AI.
And it's AI.
And it's AI.
And it's AI. And it's business to business.
Yeah.
Something or other.
Business to business AI.
Business to business AI.
And we've acquired a significant stake in the homeless population of New York City.
Yeah.
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 Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Wait until Wall Street Bets finds out about that.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to win.
But they're not going to win?
No.
Why?
I mean, the market makers, they're going to be winning.
Sure.
Not the retail investors.
Yeah.
They're going to be trying to, let's all pitch together buy one homeless guy. Mm. Listen, these guys have a controlling stake.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. Then they try to short homelessness.
Yeah. I saw Jim Cramer the other day saying that homeless people are the new Bitcoin.
That guy's crazy.
Let me tell you something.
That's mad money.
I love bums. I love the way they're looking right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a really sad world.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. You know what actually made me feel sadder than...
It's really sad.
Than everything. Because you watch that... it's weird because I watched the initial video, and I guess I've been so, just a nerd to ongoing racial violence in the fucking media that you're like, all right, here's another one. Here's another thing that's going to turn into, a big thing on social media. But what really fucked me up is a video of... there's a guy on YouTube, Joey Boots. You know who he is? He's like some fat Staten Island guy that goes around annoying people with a camera.
Oh, he's one of those
He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you eating, a pizza? What are you, Ninja Turtle? Were you eating a pizza? Uh-huh. And then he turns the camera around. He's just a gargle. I was just this fucking monster.
Joey Boots?
But yeah, he had a video where he accosted Jordan Neely years ago when he was a Michael Jackson impersonator. He saw him on the street and he goes up to him and he's harass. He's telling him fucking pedophile jokes over and over again.
Joey Boots died.
Good. And so he's harassing him and eventually Jordan Neely's like, get the fuck away from me. And then he screams at me and he's like, get the fuck, just get, he loses, he gets upset.
He's just harassing
He's harassing the guy, but knowing that he's homeless and where things are going to end up, it's Jesus, that's a tough one. So it's good to know Joey Boots is dead.
He died in 2016.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He didn't even get to see Trump.
He didn't even get to see Trump.
Yeah.
He would have loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think killed him? Is that there was never a Garfield, A Tale of Three Cities? Mm-hmm. I would imagine that would have broken his heart.
But he's not ready for that conversation.
Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Because he's dead. Yeah, I only knew about him because Lewis showed me a video of his, just 2 weeks ago, to prove that Tucker Carlson's a good guy.
Did he prove it?
I don't know. I mean, Joey Boots just goes up to him with a camera. And he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you fishing? I didn't know you could fish out here." It's Tucker Carlson, like fishing in Central Park. And Tucker's like, "Yeah, I'm fishing. Yeah, you're allowed to. Why? What are you doing? Are you recording me? Why are you recording me right now? Yeah, people fish. I come out here. It's great to fish. Feels good to fish. Feels real good. Enjoy your day." He's like doing that to him.
Yeah.
And
Sounds like
Lewis
a
is
pretty good guy.
Yeah, and then Lewis's
Yeah.
mind, because Lewis is like, if any stranger said anything to him, he'd be
He
like,
would kill
"I'll
him.
fucking kill you, bro." Yeah. Because Tucker was just like, "Why are you recording me?" He's like, "This man is
Look at the restraint.
Saint Jose himself."
Yeah, this guy's literally.
Yeah.
Hello?
You can open it.
Hey, oh, sorry. I was, I had an appointment across the hall, and I used the women's bathroom key, and I left it in the bathroom.
Oh, we have
you can
right there.
You can use one right there.
Thank you. I won't leave this one. I just have to retrieve the other one.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
That's no
That's
problem.
This is very cool.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, it's a
Is this like your own TV show?
It
Yeah,
is.
like a
Yeah,
TV
yeah, it's a
show,
TV
yeah.
show.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool.
Oh boy, that's gonna get us in a lot of trouble.
Just any girl talks to you, you're like, she's the nicest lady in the entire world.
Is that what you felt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's being so nice
I thought
about
I thought it was UPS.
She said our space looked really nice.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "What is this, like a TV
I was
show?"
fully prepared for. I heard what you were saying about literally anything.
Yeah, I heard what you were saying about hedge funds buying homeless people.
What is
and then causing them to have racially
That's such a
motivated
funny thing to walk.
attacks.
That's such a funny thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
It's just two retarded people doing the dick
Or
action.
just you. Or
like,
just you and I being like, you ain't ready for that conversation. 'Cause I'm just minding my own black-owned business.
Do come in.
Madam.
This camera's completely
Yeah,
empty.
it is like a TV show.
It is a TV
Yeah,
show.
they're not plugged in. We're just two psychopaths that sit on chairs.
Come in.
Come in.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
Yes.
You definitely saved me there.
Oh,
great.
it's no problem. Yeah.
Anytime.
No, those locks are tricky.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Wait, what'd you say?
The locks are tricky on those doors.
They
Yeah.
are. It's difficult. What show, are you guys on like YouTube or something?
Yeah. It's called the Adam Friedland Show.
Adam Friedland show?
Yeah, it's like a talk show with people. We have big guests and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I don't know. How would you describe it?
Like that.
Do we sound stupid? Does that sound stupid?
Everyone has a thing. Like, if everybody thinks everyone's thing is stupid, then, like,
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it is stupid, but it's pretty
is it
cool.
supposed to be like a stupid funny?
Yeah, it's comedy. We're comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Adam Friedland show?
Mhm.
Friedland, like fried land. Yeah.
Friedland. Okay.
Yeah, and that's Nick. He's the producer.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
Nice
Adam.
meeting you.
We're best
Do you guys ever
friends.
hire people?
Do you need a job?
No, my brother works in this field.
Is he a producer?
No, my cousin's a producer and a casting producer.
Uh-huh.
But my brother is like, he works in like cinema technology leasing. So like he leases out like tons of equipment for movies
Oh.
and like sells it and like deals with the broker.
Oh,
and stuff.
does he work at like with B&H or something or?
No, he works at Cinelease,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
like in Jersey City.
Oh, okay, cool.
But he like
Is that in the old where they shot the Morton Downey Jr. show? That complex?
I think that was in
My
Secaucus.
7. Yeah, it's in Secaucus. Yeah.
Secaucus,
Yeah.
New Jersey.
yeah, this
Yeah.
one's in Jersey City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, he like went to Tisch and he's really smart, but he like has no people skills. So
Well,
he's,
it's
like,
just
that's,
like us.
That's what this is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like us. Yeah, maybe
Except
fit
that
in.
not the smart part. I guess
We're
it's
not
just no
smart,
people
yeah.
skills.
No people skills, smell bad, bad
Mhm.
personalities.
it does well on the internet.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, because
so.
they can't smell you on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they invent smell-o-vision, we're
We're
screwed.
cooked. Our goose
Yeah.
is cooked.
I don't think it's gonna work out.
You don't think so?
No, we're all going back to like, everyone was asking me like, what do you think is gonna happen like 10 years with this thing? I'm like, we're all just gonna be in front of like a text editor, like asking a robot to tell us stuff. Like,
Yeah.
But you could ask the robot, what does this smell like? And then
It'll
part your
describe it to
phone.
you. It won't be able to whip it out.
Oh,
Maybe.
all right. Well, that's
That'd be
a
cool.
bleak
It's-
future, I guess.
Anyway, could be a whole show.
I'd be like, what does a diaper smell like? And then the robot would create that artificially.
Yeah, you would hook it up. You get, it's called Internet of Things, but they can make Glade plugins that just connect to your iPhone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So you could have it. So you could set it up. You come home
Yeah.
and you have it automated. So it's like, okay, it's Friday, diaper. Wednesday,
Macaroni and cheese.
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Tuesday, diaper or macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni
either
and
one.
cheese,
Either
yeah.
one of the two. You could probably do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I will
All right.
watch your show.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Anytime.
for sure.
I'll come back and let you know. Actually, I have to come back in July, so I'll let you
Okay. We'll probably be out of business by then.
Yeah, yeah. The show's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going very well,
Yeah.
but
This will all be ashes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's all right. We'll just have to get jobs and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get jobs. We'll check out Cinelease maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we could work there with our.
Yeah,
no-
we'd love to.
Okay.
All right,
bye.
see ya. What the fuck?
Did she know that we were?
I don't think
she
so.
knew. I think she's. She
Oh,
seemed
boy.
like a nice person.
Yeah, no, very. Most people are nice. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's
people
what I don't
realize.
understand about
Yeah.
this guy being murdered on the subway. It's like, do people not know most people are nice?
Most people are nice.
Most
It's
people
true.
are nice.
I firmly believe that actually.
I do too.
In New York too. Like we have this reputation of being like, most New Yorkers are nice.
We're too tough. We can turn it on when we need to.
Yeah.
We can be tough.
I can be tough as nails.
We can, if you you do something that brings out the tough guy in me,
Yeah.
look out, pal.
Yeah. Sally.
Look out. Yeah.
Look out, Sally.
Because I can be one tough cookie.
Yeah. I would hate just biting into one
You're
of
gonna
those.
find out the way the cookie crumbles.
Mm. And if you give a mouse,
And if you give a mouse a cookie,
yeah,
it's cookie time.
it's cookie crisp.
It's cookie crisp.
Yeah. And then maybe a monster. Maybe you're gonna let out my cookie monster
The Cookie Monster.
inside of me,
Yeah, because
The
I ain't
cookie-
no Girl Scout cookie.
cause I. Yeah.
Cookie.
Cookie.
Cookie. Well, anyways, let's shift gears. The writer's strike.
Yeah. It's crazy.
What do you think's going on with that?
Oh shit! I gotta go.
You got
Adam, how long have we been doing? 53. All right.
We have to cut it
We have to cut it in
in a minute.
4 minutes or 1 minute.
Yeah, because what's her name's coming?
Yeah.
Former associate suing Rudy Giuliani for sexual assault harassment. That's pretty funny to imagine.
That's funny to imagine.
Yeah. Oh, is there any way I can see your pussy, maybe?
See your pussy.
Can I see your pussy?
Can I see your pussy?
I just wanted to get a peek at her pussy hole.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
And it's even funnier if you imagine the associate.
How about Rudy Giuliani? And he's got Down syndrome. And he's just leaking.
Yeah.
He's like, we got to clean up the streets. No? Okay.
I don't know. You can do it.
No,
Do it.
I don't even want to. Noelle Dunphy said she'd be working. Noelle Dunphy? That's a funny name.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Giuliani began abusing Miss Dunphy almost immediately after she started working for him. He made clear that satisfying his sexual demands, which came virtually any time, anywhere, was an absolute requirement of her employment and of his legal representation.
She said, "With satisfy my sexual."
Yeah, he's like, all right, Dunphy, time to take those shoes off. Get a look at those stinkers. Get a big Dunphy who wears a size 17 men's shoe. Okay, Dunphy, get those stinkers out for me and prop them up on my desk.
Wow, that's nasty, Rudy. Rudy, you're a nasty guy.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, well,
All right.
okay, thanks, folks.
Guys, please, this weekend, please come to San Jose and see me do stand-up. Also go to Charlotte or Charleston and see Nick, or Hershey, Pennsylvania, and see Nick this weekend on a massive, huge tour. It's been great hanging out with you folks. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think she probably thought we were pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Adam, can you do the lights or no?
Do the lights.
Stay tuned for the lights, guys.
He's gonna do the lights.
I think you just hit BO off. That's close enough. That's fine. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah. All
That was
right.
good.
And then yeah, just cut. I think in the on the switcher.